Hi, we're the Solace family, and we're on a round-the-world trip with our two kids. We just spent 4 months in North and South America. We went home for a little bit to visit our family, and now we're on our way to Asia.
We are just wrapping up Christmas in Bad River and heading down to Shawano County for Christmas with my family. And after that, we head further south because we are going to China. The long way via Europe. Who knew?
The long way, which is any way that you get there.
Yeah, it was a 14-hour flight from Chicago. And that seemed like kind of a long time to be on the plane with that guy. And so we are taking a gamble that going the long way via a couple of stops in Europe rather than just over the Pacific Ocean will allow for a better journey because we have 2 8-hour flights and 1 1-hour flight. So it's slightly more travel time, but it's broken up. And we get to stop in Amsterdam and Zurich. Chicago O'Hare. Hopefully the lines aren't too bad.
We're flying to China on a transit-free visa policy, which lets us go to China without any kind of paperwork and no fee, so all good things there, except you have to enter from one country and exit into another country from a set of predetermined countries. Now this sounds great because it allows us to visit China pretty much hassle-free, except we couldn't really convince an airline that this was a thing. I think I had to go to several different United desks and let them know, hey, this is a thing, and show them all of our paperwork and everything I could find online before they finally let us get on a plane.
We are now in a third line trying to get on our flight to Amsterdam. We just need to get tickets. And nobody wants to give us tickets. I'm not sure what the hitch is going to be. Is it our third leg to Beijing with no visa? I don't know. Woo, that was close. Not only do we get our tickets, but they also honored our pre-check. So we get the short pass, nobody in line, and this place is a madhouse. So I feel like I just won the lottery.
To get to China, you can take a direct flight from a number of different airports in the US. However, we didn't want to do that because we knew that we would be missing out on a lot of different opportunities to see some really fun cities along the way. So we decided to break it up and go through Europe.
Long layovers are my favorite way to maximize a trip.
No sleep, no rest, might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch and run it on. I wake up flex, thumb down and check, no drip is white, and run it on. No sleep.
So we first landed in Amsterdam and hopped a train to the city center.
But the thing was that on our flight to Amsterdam, we didn't really sleep as much as we should have.
You might need that. We just had a red eye. I don't know.
So by the time we got there, had a little bit of food in our bellies, and then sat down, it was pretty much lights out.
No sleep, no rest, might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch and run it on. I wake up flex, thumb down and check, no drip is white, and run it on. No sleep, no rest, might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch and run it on. I wake up flex, thumb down and check, no drip is white, and run it on. No sleep, no rest, might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch and run it on. I wake up flex, thumb down and check, no drip is white, and
After Amsterdam, we took a plane to Zurich, but by this point we were so tired we pretty much just slept in our hotel room.
Which is actually the cheapest way to go through Switzerland because it is so expensive.
We are officially in Switzerland.
First time.
First time. We made... Seneca, is it your first time?
What time?
So we made it 2 of the 3 legs it's going to take us to get to Beijing. So we had a day in Amsterdam, which was awesome. Definitely want to come back and do more of that, not after a red eye. And
Oh my God.
that's why we look
We
so
took
good
a tour
right
and
now.
I fell asleep basically through the whole thing. Like a double-decker bus tour.
Because that was
But
the lowest activity thing that we
Right,
could
and it
think
was
of to do
warm.
that was relatively entertaining for the kids and warm. And it just literally within about 15 seconds lulled Martine to sleep. The gentle hum of the double-decker. All right, be honest. How good does my face look right now?
I loved it, dude. After a quick night's rest in Zurich, we hopped on a plane through Swiss Airlines all the way to China.
We are headed to Beijing. It only took about 16 passport control checks at the Swiss airport. But we are on our way. See you in China, where they don't have Facebook or Instagram or YouTube.
I am so thankful that we went with Swiss Airlines for that long flight because they really take care of you. I mean, it was fancy.
It was economy plus for sure.
Economy Plus. Yes, sir. Oh. Don't mind if I do.
Right. There were chocolates and
A cheese course?
A cheese course.
Holy shiatsu massage. Economy Plus. It hurts a little, but I like it.
And when you go into the bathrooms, there were even like facial toners and misters. I felt really pampered.
After a few days in transit, we finally made it to China. Except we had to do that visa we talked about. All we knew was that we didn't have to do paperwork in advance and it was free, but we didn't entirely know what that process was going to look like.
Sienna, where are we?
China.
We're in China! Okay, we made it to Beijing. We're on the fast belt. Now, next challenge is figuring out this transit visa. I'm really hoping they'll let us in with no hiccups, So we're to the transit section. I just don't know what the second sign says. That might be our option. Here we are with our first very authentic Chinese meal. Waffles. It's like we never left the Netherlands. We also haven't left the airport yet because coffee.
After we got our 144-hour travel visa, which allows us to go through Beijing, we got our stuff, hopped a cab, and made our way to a hutong, which is a traditional Chinese neighborhood typically found in northern China. So if you're looking for a little bit of a broader experience in your travel in China, we highly recommend that you stay in one.
While in Beijing, we have two main goals. The first is to see the Great Wall of China, because I think you have to see that when you come to China if you're in this part. And the second is to walk around downtown Beijing and basically kind of sightsee by foot.
Ni hao, welcome to China.
snacks in the convenience store, and Sienna's first choice was what we think is a mystery meat. What do you think it is?
I don't know. I think it's like some kind of spam.
Okay, so Martine's gonna tear that open with his teeth. Sienna, what do you think it is?
Sausage.
Sienna's hoping for sausage. But what kind of animal?
Lion.
No, we don't eat lions.
Okay, no.
Is it cooked? Is it actual sausage that you could eat?
Ooh.
It basically has your day's worth of
tastes
sodium
salty.
in it. Get that sodium, girl!
Go on.
Now we scared her. She was really excited about the sausage.
What do you have there, Allie?
I have Blackberries. They're one of my favorite snacks, and they're available all over Beijing. Except that you have in all the flavors. The picture here is chocolate. Also available green tea, red bean, strawberry, berry. Lots.
After seeing a bit of our neighborhood and some of the downtown area, our other goal while in China was to see the Great Wall of China. Now you can see a portion of it really conveniently from Beijing via train, but if you want to go a little further afield, there's a more remote section that you can see via bus and taxi. And if you know us, you know which one we're gonna pick. And also, because we like to stretch our dollar a little bit and our sense of adventure, you know we thought we could do it ourselves.
I think we finally beat the jet lag. We are on foot to walk to the bus station in Beijing because we're going to the Great Wall of China.
On our way to the bus station, we must have looked pretty lost because out of nowhere, this really sweet local woman comes out and says, "Hey, what is it that you're looking for?" And we said, "Well, it's a bus station." "Oh, it's right over here. I'll take you there." She takes us over there. On the way, she lets us know that it's her birthday. We tell her that we're trying to make our way to the Great Wall. She says, "You know what? I haven't been to that section yet. I'm going to cancel my birthday plans and come with you. But it's going to be too cold for your daughter with the light coat that she has on. Wait here. I'm going to go to my place, which isn't too far away, and get a warm winter jacket. She'll be more comfortable in that jacket." She comes back, has her jacket, gives it to Sienna, and then proceeds to guide us through every single step, translating and making sure that all of us were safe and knew exactly what was going on. It was really one of those stories that reminds you of the humanity in humans.
To the Great Wall. Took about 7 stops. Kind of was like Machu Picchu. We're almost there. Hopefully, cable car soon.
And we pretty much had the Great Wall all to ourselves. So if that sounds good to you, you do want to do the further afield option and go to Beijing in winter.
And after years of waiting, we're finally returning to one of our favorite places in the world. We'll see you there.